There we go. See, when things don't always work the first time, keep trying till you get it right. Welcome, leaders, to our October 30th call. This is Boss Life. It's here. The next 6 weeks are our best-selling time. It is now. We are on it. As you call your team members, you want to make sure that they are ordering their campaign. When they put their campaign 24 order in, they can order their campaign 1 brochures by using line item 147241. You want, whoops, didn't mean to do that. You want them to have the 3 campaigns ahead, because I know the years that I always sold big, I would always work my campaign 26 and my 1 together. All campaign 1 orders that you want for Christmas, I would do a ship immediately. And I haven't seen anything from Avon. If Ron, if you have, if you could just jump in. When normally we can't put a campaign 1 order until around December 6th. And you will get emails, you'll know when. But if you're working them together, and I'm going to go over how to kind of follow the RPS schedules, but all campaign 1 orders that you want for Christmas, do a ship immediately. If you don't, or your downline doesn't, it's going to sit in the system. And you want to know, you want a copy of the RPS schedule. They are in our files page on Facebook, because you have to know when you want to know when each RPS closes out. And it's our holiday schedule. Make sure to contact all your reps. And by now you should have reached out to everybody that is within $2,500 or less from achieving President's Club. Give them ideas, help them get there. They can work in campaign 1. As long as they put that 1 in before RPS 26 closes, it will count towards PC. As long as they do a ship immediately. And if you're not sure exactly where they're at, now this is on Vibe, the next screen. If you go to Vibe, and you click on, say, you find each person that is close within 2,500 away, you can click on, when you click on their profile, Julia, you might have to help me out on this. This is probably the report part that I have a picture now. But then if you click on View Goal Card, that will show you exactly what they need for the next, well, campaign 24, 25, and 26 for the next 3 campaigns. This is your RPS holiday schedule. And I wanted to go over some of it with you to make sure that everything is clear. If you have problems, now's the time to ask me. You could always ask me tomorrow as well. But RPS 2, if somebody was RPS 2, their order would be due on, for campaign 26, would be due on Thursday, December 1st. Now, I'm not sure if they'll be able to put a 1 in early, but if they had they'll be able to put it in usually by the 6th, by December 6th. But if they had orders, they could push for 1 as long as they got it in, I'd say that Tuesday night, which will be December 6th. In order for it to count towards President's Club, in order for it to count, if those sales will merge in campaign 26. Am I making sense? I'll keep going. If we go down to RPS 7, which is the brown schedule, it's sort of in the middle of the page. If somebody put in their campaign 26 order for Wednesday, December 7th, and they're going to put in their 1 the next day or 2, as long as they get 1 in before RPS 26 closes, which is Tuesday, December 13th, if they put 1 in early enough to ship immediately, they have to make sure they pay their previous balance. It will count for campaign 26. And they only need to worry about this if they're shooting for President's Club. Am I clear?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. You can see when it updates. You got to know this, so definitely make sure you have access to this if somebody is close on your team. You don't want them to miss. Thank you. Congratulations on your team sales for campaign 22 and 21 here. Our team did in campaign 20 we did $65,788 in sales. Great campaign. Lisa Eaton's team had 17,155. Gina Fisher had 11,012. Julia Swartz had $10,048. Sally Tuesday had 5,108. Geneva Jones had 3,397. Gretchen Hedgewood had 3,316. Barbara Soto's team had 2,194. Jamie Alligood had 1,919. Arlene Ferguson had 1,752. Tina Winder had 1,407. And Alicia Morris had 1,131. She's brand new, Alicia Morris. That was her first campaign. Yeah, her second campaign, I think, hitting the sales. I only put on the board is when your team does $1,000 or more. Now, I didn't have it merged in with if you had personal sales that brought you there, because I just didn't have a chance to add all that in. But a campaign 21, our team did 62,667. Lisa Eaton's team did 17,819. Gina Fisher's team did 9,864. Julia Swartz's team did 9,654. Sally Toose's team did 4,385. Gretchen Hedgewood's team did 2,604. Geneva Jones' team did 2,547. Arlene Ferguson's team did 2,272. Barbara Soto's team did 1,698. Jamie Alligood's team did 1,565. And Tina Winder's team did $1,232. Woo! Congratulations! Great sales. Congratulations, everyone. We have 4 new promoters. We have Angel Dugas, who's been with Avon 1 campaign. She is a promoter. We have Angela Abadi, who has been with Avon 3 campaigns. She is a new promoter. Asa Springfield, she has been with us for 3 campaigns. She's a new promoter. And Pearlie Johnson's been with Avon 5 campaigns, who is also a new promoter. Congratulations, everybody. And you know, looking at this, what does this tell you? Get them when they're hot. Get them when they're brand new. All of these reps that are all new promoters have been with Avon 5 campaigns or less. Great, great, great. So get them while they're young and hot and ready to roll with their business. Business bonuses. There is still lots of time to achieve the $1,000 bonus or more. The bonus money is there, especially for new reps. When you look at somebody new coming in, if they become an ambassador and they just get 3 of their friends to join them, I'm not even counting all the other bonuses they get, but if their team does that $1,000 in sales, then we'll just say if you were brand new and this was your, you just got in and you got 3 of your team friends to join your team, you did $200, at least $200 in sales, and with your 3 team members, you totaled $1,000 or more. You do that for 4 campaigns, that's $1,000. That is still very achievable for anybody new coming in. See the potential in others. See the potential in building a team. That's supposed to say not tier. Always ask your team members who can we help get started, and explain what's in it for them and so on, especially at this time of the year. To build a shop from your demo book, that was always my favorite part to do, all my Christmas shopping. Well, it still is, but when you can buy demos up to 55% off, that's the best way to Christmas shop. Building your online sales, and this is going to be a quick call today. We only got a few more slides. Building your online sales. What are you doing to build online sales? Anybody want to jump and add something in? Who could you mail a brochure to? And the reason I'm bringing this up on this call is when I got sick in June, I only had enough energy to do what I had to every day, and I missed sending my brochures out. This slide tells you where to go, campaign-mailer.com. And last year I was the #1 in not only in District 1804, but also in the Heritage Division with online sales. And it was mostly, well, it's because of Campaign Mailer. I have a group, and I'll show you in the next page, but this is what it's going to look like. This next slide shows you, like right now, I just set up to do campaign 25. Now if I clicked on, because I'm RPS2, it would show me that 25 really should have been in last week, but Gina always tells me you can go a couple of days past that, because it's gonna because the books go out really quick. But I mail brochures, and I want you to look on the left, because line 4, I put in the time that that book is good for. I want them to know that, whoops, that's the next slide, that, when the book expires, even though they can back order, I usually send that information out in an email. But on the back of that book, I want them to also see the code. But, I didn't mail brochures all summer long. And with conference and everything going on, I didn't get back to it until the end of September, which meant my customers got their books around the first 10 days of October. I must have had 15 to 20 orders in the last 2 weeks. So it pays. It really does pay. You don't always believe it does, but sure enough, and I didn't take a picture of that slide. I should have. But, it's there. If you mail the brochures, and the more you mail out, the cheaper it is. And if you think you can mail it cheap, I promise you, you can't. Because you go to post office, you're going to pay $2 to $3 to mail one brochure. So let's talk about buy. Who's been on it?
I have.
Me
Okay.
too.
Tell us
You
what
better
you
get on it. Downline manager's going away.
think. It's Miss Gina. Hey.
The voice of doom. Yeah, downline manager's going away. You better get on it.
Well, they say it's going to go away November 7th, but I'm wondering, but we'll see. But I know Julia, she said she never goes back to downline manager.
No, I don't. I have been doing Vibe since it was open, and they haven't gone back at all to downline manager.
She loves it. Anybody? I know Sally said she's been trying to get on every day after work, learning a little bit at a time. Anybody want to jump in or add anything in? What do you think about it? And
It's easy to use. This is Gretchen.
thank you. Find it's easy to use. Good. Thank you. Glad to hear that. Anybody else want to add anything?
It's easier to see how your team is doing and where you can help. And also, if you're trying to hit a certain level, it shows you exactly what you need to do to get done before the next level comes in, before the closing of the campaign.
You like seeing that little wheel of sales, huh?
Yeah.
I did like when I pulled up the sales, because I was gone 12 days and we didn't have internet, so I wasn't able to get on it like I had been hoping. But when I returned and clicked, what I liked when I can click on sales, and when I want to pull up everybody that's, maybe say doing 200 or more, it's a much clearer printout. It's just, the whole screen is clearer to read. I really like that part. Now I find it's still a lot of pages to go through for some things, but I'm sure as they perfect it and as I learn it, it'll be even easier for me. But I would recommend, if you have not had a chance to watch the videos, to make sure you do that, to make sure because they're going to be there. I'm sure they'll always be there, especially when somebody new comes in. They're going to need to be there for new people. But the more we use it, like anything, the more easy it will be. And imagine in 6 months or a year from now, we won't even remember how we did stuff on Downline Manager. And if you don't know something, you can always pick up the phone and call Julia or Gina, and they'll know where it's at. But I had to add that one in. So come back to Avon. I had to ask Gina where to find this too, but Avon sent out emails and mailed out some literature to some of your first generation removals. And I want to say it was further back than 2 years. It may be back even maybe 2 or 3 or 4 years. And they had to leave Avon in good standing, which means they had to pay their bill. You can pull up that list in case you don't know where to go, and it's only in Vibe. It is not in Downline Manager. You can pull up the list in Vibe if you go to Program Statistic Reports, and then scroll all the way down, and you'll find Come Back to Avon. Now, the only problem I've had so far when I downloaded it in Excel, when I go to print it, it's so little, I can't hardly see it. And maybe somebody knows the easier way. If somebody figures that one out, please let me know, because I did print it, but I threw it right in the garbage because I couldn't, it was that little. If somebody knows, did anybody print theirs or find a? If you do, please let me know where I can let everybody else know. Okay, whoops, okay, so next screen. There is so much stuff on Facebook. If you just can spend a little time, and the more Avon friends you get, the more you will see stuff that they use. Because now's when you want helpers. Put something like this in every brochure. You can, of course, you're going to make up your own, and where it says "Be my holiday helper." No orders to fill or invoices to check, just free Avon to be earned. This is a great little flyer. You take a picture of it, and that way, you can create your own. And I would definitely put one in every brochure, because you never know who you could get that may want to be a helper or may want to earn some free products. They may not want to sell, but this could be just the thing they'd want to do. And if it's not out there, they don't know. But you still always want to ask. Sharing the brochure. This is another link that if you want to share the brochure through text or through on Facebook, you can type in this link here also, and all you gotta do is change the 24 to whatever campaign you want. And then of course, come next year, you change the campaign and the year. Sharing the demo book as well. And it's really pretty much the same as the top, except you're just adding in what's new in between index and the campaign and EN. So that's pretty great way to get to see the demo books ahead. Because I caught a glimpse of campaign 1. It had to be campaign 3 demo book on Facebook the other day. And I'm going to save that for right there. But table events. Now's when you want to be doing table events. A lot of companies will, well, not a lot, but I know Cato's will let you set up. Different places will let you set up, but you have to ask. You have to work that. And even if you don't have anything set up for this year, start working on next year. When you're, maybe in the beginning of the year, where can you set up a table? And it doesn't have to just be the holidays. It could be any time. That is a great way to build your online customers. Always do a raffle to collect the names. I do have an event at Clearview on December 3rd, and I've asked Gina, Sally, Angel, and Julia, because it's a small event, one day, to be with me. But these events are out there. This was $75 for the day. They're out there, and you can sell in a place like that. You can sell enough definitely to cover your expense, plus collect those names. That's how you're going to build your team. That's how you're going to build your online customers. Okay. I thought you'd like to see this. I love this. I saw this on Facebook as well. This is an eraser board, dry eraser board. And you can do it on a poster if you don't have, but I love how they put what they need for goal leader. Great visual. You need 20,000 in sales for gold leader and 2 silver ambassadors. This really makes it look really simpler. And you'll see that they listed that they would need on the right hand at the top. They need 2. They kind of gave themselves some leeway. That they need 4 gold ambassadors, 2 silver ambassadors, and 2 ambassadors. Oops, sorry. Okay, wait. Where was I? Let me go back. There we go. And see how they have the arrows at the bottom? They have each one. Then you can put each person's name there that you're working on. Great visual. Then you know who you're working with and who's going to get you there. I really like this visual, and it's definitely something I'm going to work on once I return home again on the 11th. But do you like this chart? Kind of gives.
Yes, would you mind sharing that picture on our Facebook leaders page?
I'll do
that image.
Yeah, I'll have to see where I have it, but I'll take a picture of it because I don't even know who did it. It's probably in my phone, but I loved it though. When I saw it, I said, "Ooh!" I know, Barbara Avery, who had hit senior within like a year or so. I'll say 2 years. And this is what she did. She said she had dry eraser boards up and down her hall and knowing who she was working with at all times. Alma leads. Know the percentage, knowing the percentage, know the percentage of how many leads you're buying, how many are turning over, how many are self-appointing before you can even contact them, how many are self-appointing once you've reached out to work with them, how many you purchased are signing up. It's $10 till it's November 7th, Saturday. It must be Sunday or Monday. Yeah. It's next Monday. Thanks. You have a week left that it'll be $10. Of course, you had to already have it set up, but know if it's working. No, I'll tell you one thing. It may seem like it's a lot because it's $10 a name, but when you do events, I know home shows, and we used to do home shows. We used to pay $1,000 for a 10 by 10 concrete square. And Gene will tell you, when we worked them, and Angel too, you worked them. They were a lot of work. $1,000 for a square, and you're loading up your car. You're going to set up on a Thursday. You're there 3 days. I'll rather pay this $10 any day for leads because it's still leads that we're getting. And I still appreciate the offer that Avon has given us. But I love being able to pull up my recent appointments, and this is at the bottom, and you can too. Those of you that have been with us, you know where I'm going with this. It's where we used to pull up our contracts. But if you log on to your Avon.com and you click on sales leadership, because you can still do this, go all the way down to appointment processing and then pull up your recent appointments. It's a great place to quickly see what kind of kit they ordered and elect. What I found in Vibe, I had to click on my pendings, and then I had to click on the person. I had to click on the inquiry to see how much they spent. Is there an easier way that you found, Gina or Julia?
No.
Okay. I definitely found pulling up where the contracts, where we used to pull the contracts. You can still pull that information in. That was really quick. So hopefully that will get easier on Vibe. Oops, too quick. I'm doing an incentive. I'm leaving again. Well, I won't be in on Tuesday because that's my godmother's service, and I'll be going pretty much all day Tuesday. I'll leave Wednesday morning, and I'm going on a girls trip, and I won't be back for a week. So I'm giving you a great incentive that's out there, and I put together for my first and second generation only. For those that are on the call or listen to the playback, but they must text me to let me know they listened to the playback. If you appoint 3 personal recruits, not Alma, they must put in a $150 order for their first order because that is what Avon considers successful. So get out the door. They must sign up and place their first order from November 1st to November 30th. So you have 30 days. This white jacket, it's not as pretty in the picture, but on it's really nice, really. And well, like myself, I'm going to wear a long sleeve white shirt underneath it, a dress shirt, but it's really cute for events, and because it goes down like right to your knees, if you can see the picture. I just thought it was a really cute incentive to wear, like if we do events. Or whenever you're doing it, when you're going out, because it's like looking when you walk into the big department, not department stores, in the mall, like if you walk in Dillard's or Macy's, and all the girls behind the makeup counters, they have these white jackets on. So this was really, really pretty. I fell in love with it in March. It came out in March during the summer. So this is going to be my incentive to you. If you can get out the door, get out the door. You got to get out the door. You got to ask. You got to ask everywhere you go. You should always be collecting names. Ask 3 customers to help you, that you're going for an incentive. Let me tell you how many times they stick. Lots of times. Lots and lots of times. They'll stick with Avon and they'll sell for years just to help you out and do you a favor. You never know. So let's see what the next slide is. Our November sales meeting, I need your help. I just need you to do a 5-minute part. It's going to be Monday, November 14th at 7 p.m. Whether it can be product knowledge, selling in your last 4 weeks, prospecting. I'm going to ask Angel to do the prospecting, but looking for fundraisers in January, selling in 5th quarter. Campaign 1, 2, and 3 is 5th quarter. Who can I put down? Because I'm not moving the next page till I have some names down. Julia, Gina, Gretchen.
All right. Gina will talk about making little gift baskets
Thank you.
for Christmas. I better write that down. I'll forget.
I'm writing it down too. If I could have moved the meeting, I could have done. I mean, I'm coming in that Wednesday night, late that Wednesday night. Bruce has to have a procedure done that Friday, so I know all weekend I'll be working on the leaders call, but I need your help, and I want everybody to help. So gift baskets, great. What it can do for the holidays. Who else? All right, Gretchen, Gina. Gina. It was Gina. Gretchen, Julia.
I can talk about Vibe.
It's a sales meeting.
Oh,
You can do the next. I'll let you do Vibe on one of the leaders calls. That would be great.
Hey, Tammy Scheck-Snyder typed in. She said she would do something. Probably, I'm thinking she's probably going to do about Facebook parties. And I
Oh,
think I saw, is it Angel typed in and said she would do one? And this is, I have no idea what I'll do. I'm drawing a blank. I'm doing a street fair this
I
weekend.
can't see who's on the call. I would have to do stop sharing. So Angel said what?
I said, can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
I said that I would do prospecting like you asked.
Thank you. I knew you.
Oh, the enthusiasm.
Woohoo! Okay. So Julia, Julia's gonna vibe. So Julia, who else? Product knowledge or
And Tammy Scheck-Snyder's doing Facebook parties.
Facebook parties. Great. That's wonderful.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, we always love that. And you know what? You'll still have plenty of time to do it because then you're in your last 4-week stretch. Awesome. Love it. Thank you. So now I guess I can move on to the next page. Let's see, because we're almost done. Make sure your team has enough brochures, especially when they're putting in their 25 and 26 orders. A lot of times, I know I'm kind of go off the slide. They will go off and think that they don't need campaign 1 and 2 books or 3. Make sure that they understand a lot of times that's our best sales, or they're all great sales in January. But when they're putting their orders also in, make sure that that they know this number, that they can order 3 campaigns ahead. Okay, too little, too quick. Let's see if I'm having trouble with my PowerPoint. It's just like not cooperating. Here we go. Well, that was just the last slide. So let me stop the share, and I'm gonna stop